close by.
Ahoy! What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the newest installment of Mythbusting Monthlies, the monthly series where I test myths suggested by you guys in the comment sections below. We got a lot of myths to get through in this episode, but I just want to say if this is your first time checking out my channel and you are interested in seeing more of this content, feel free to subscribe and leave a like, as it really does help the channel. It also wouldn't be a Mythbusting Monthly video without another Obsidian 6-pack giveaway, which means all you need to do in this video is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, comment down below what myth you want me to test in the next video, and also attach your gamertag below with correct spelling. The winner is going to have the Obsidian 6-pack put in their account within the next 4 weeks. Good luck. So with that out of the way, let us get into the first myth of today's video, and this myth comes from the user Tim Osterom. Tim wants to know, are other crews able to dig up your chests? So the short answer is yes, you can. If you are in an alliance with another crew, they can actually dig up your chests. Although if you're not in the alliance with that other crew member, there is no way they're going to be able to dig up your chests. As you can see here, this was tested a few times on alliance and non-alliance games. But either way, whenever my friend here dug over my dig spot with an alliance up, he did manage to dig up my chest, although it didn't actually show for him on his screen. So hopefully that does answer your question there. This could be worth testing more extensively with things like Ritual Skulls and Thieves Haven runs and just a bunch of other stuff. But honestly, there's no real use to having other crew members dig up your stuff anyway, because how often do you find yourself in an alliance at the same island doing the same type of thing in the same spot, you know? Anyway, hopefully that settles that one. Good myth, Tim. It was fun testing it. This next one comes from the man Vimyonk, and Vimyonk wants to know, does the location of damage on a sinking ship actually affect the way it sinks? Now, funnily enough, from what I can test here, it really does. Depending on where the most holes are in your boat will depend on what way the boat actually goes down. If you look here, you can see there was a ton of cannons unloaded into the front of this sloop, and it did sink forwards. Well, the other sloop had a lot of holes put into the back of it. It led that one to sink backwards as well, but it was slightly blocked by the island that was sitting just below it. This could be worth testing just a little bit more, but from what you can see here in the way I've tested this myth, it seems that whatever way you sink is going to depend on how many holes you already have on that boat and what the severity of them are. Really weird and interesting to know that there's some sort of physics in the background doing that. I don't know if this myth originally came from Vimyonk, but nevertheless, thank you for that question. That was really cool knowing. Please test that one yourself. Next time you sink a boat, take note of what way they go down and how many holes you got into that actual boat. I want to know what you guys find. That's really interesting. Anyway, moving on. This myth comes from Crystal Arrow, and Crystal wants to know, can cannonballs hit each other or will they pass through each other? Look, here's the thing. Vimyonk and myself hit each other in the face so many times with cannonballs, it's not funny trying to see if this works, but under no situation can the cannonballs actually collide in midair and stop. They just phase through each other, and even if they could hit each other, with the way hit reg is in the game, it's highly unlikely that would actually work half the time, and it would lead to a bunch of faulty cannonballs anyway. This next myth comes from Andrew Hanna, and Andrew wants to know, does your ghost keep momentum or freeze in place when you die while moving through the air? This was a really fun one to test. So the way it works currently, if you do die and you have any forward momentum, say from a cannon fire or something else, it stops you dead and falls you directly straight. You do have a few seconds before the ghost actually appears from your body after dying, and within that few seconds, that's enough for the game to tell your character to stop moving and to fall directly down straight. Although, that doesn't mean it's not possible to do that. In the past, I have been flung out accidentally from either being dead in a sinking boat or some sort of bug that's caused my green dead character to go flying across the map. I don't think that's an intended feature of the game. I do believe it's a bug. So as far as the game's concerned, you can't actually fly through the air as a ghost, but it is totally possible if the game bugs out. Right, real quick before I get into the last myth of this video, I do want to remind you I'm giving away an Obsidian 6-pack. To enter, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below a myth you want to see me bust, and leave your gamer tag with correct spelling there as well. So the final myth comes from the user Jacob Kovacic. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't, Jacob. But Jacob wants to know, can you hit enemy behind walls with a sword dash? Yeah, you can. So the sword has a hitbox that's too big for its own good, and that is perfectly demonstrated right here in these clips. Because the sword doesn't have the most accurate of area of effect damage radiuses, meaning it's way too far for its own good, you can find that you're going to be sword dashed or hit when you're not even anywhere near the spot where the sword did connect. Even standing here after being split apart by a full box and the sword not even touching my character, I still did get damaged and flung away. The sword's broken. It's 100% broken. It is massively overpowered and has a wide area of effect, meaning that Yeah, it's very possible to get sword lunged behind a wall, not even to mention backtracking, which is very frequent in this game. Essentially, a backtrack is where the game processes you to be in a different spot from where you really are, and you'll take damage from the spot where the game thinks you are, as opposed to where you actually are. Anyway though, as long as the sword is in its current state, it's very possible to be sword lunged around walls. Maybe in the future they will fix the sword up and it won't be possible, but as of right now, yeah, you can totally do it. So thank you so much for that myth, Jacob. This was fun to test. With that being said, that's it for this month's myth busting video. I will be back next month with more giveaways of the 6-pack and more myths to bust. But for now, if you guys do enjoy this video, feel free to check out some of the other videos on my channel, as they are pretty cool as well.